Thanks for taking a look here at our extended forecast here on 9 News. I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and we're looking at absolutely fantastic weather for this entire week ahead. We've got lots of sunshine. We've got temperatures in the 70s and the low 80s. Might get a storm on Wednesday, might get one this weekend. Otherwise, things looking pretty A-OK. So expect a lot of this, those sunny skies, and it is hard to find a cloud statewide at this point. So I've been mentioning this all morning long. It feels like Denver, California, because we are looking at LA-like weather really for the entire week ahead. It is going to stay warm until the weekend. Maybe we get into some trouble, some more fall-like weather by the back half of the weekend. It'll probably be more early next week when we start to see some of this break on down. But until then, expect a lot of this. Temperatures in the 70s and those low 80s for us here in the Eastern Plains. And for a little bit of context, temperatures this time of year are normally going to be in the low 70s for a high. So when we're talking about upper 70s here at noon, even some low 80s along the Eastern Plains, we're running close to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. 50s and 60s as you get on up into the mountains, and some low 70s as you head into southwestern parts of Colorado. So most of us, again, running about 5 to 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. And taking a look at those forecast highs, some mid-80s popping on up into southeastern Colorado. Lamar at 86, some 60s and some 70s for us as you get into the mountains. Again, this is warmer than average, and as you head up into the mountains, maybe you're getting some of that last-second leaf peeping in. And by the way, if you're doing some of that leaf peeping, your best bet will be kind of a little further south now, because we're probably getting past peak as you get into the northern mountains. So that would be the Yampa Valley. You get into the northern Front Range and into the northern flat tops. We're probably getting a little past peak as you get up into Steamboat, Craig, east through maybe even western Larimer County. Again, we're probably starting to get a little past peak. Kenosha Pass, Guanella Pass, we should be looking all right. We just haven't had any big storms that have come on through and gotten rid of those leaves. So again, generally speaking, we are looking great here as we head through the next few days in terms of that fall color, and it'll stay that way for the next little while. But we're going to start to see more of that peak down here into the kind of Gunnison Valley, and I think we're already there in some of those spots. You get down into the wet mountains, the Sangre de Cristos, the San Juans. I think we're peaking out this way as we head through the remainder of the week. So great weather for that, but you won't really need the sweatshirt. We're still looking at kind of t-shirt weather as you head on up during the day to check out some of those fall leaves. And as I mentioned as well, satellite and radar picture, we really have nothing of which to show you. And not only do we not have any rain, it's hard to find a cloud statewide. It's going to stay that way for the remainder of your day today. We do have some cloud cover out in Utah. This is going to try and work its way east into the western slope and into the San Juans. But again, we should stay dry for the remainder of your day today, and also for most of your day tomorrow. I'll show you maybe a little bit of trouble for late tomorrow in just a second. But we do need the rainfall. That drought monitor map, it is not looking great. There's no doubt about that. We need the rain. We just don't have it in the forecast, and we are going to likely be seeing this expand. About 85% of Colorado is now considered to be abnormally dry or officially in a drought. Again, that number is only going to increase this week as we have just dealt with such a dry summer and start to the fall season. The temperatures tonight, open those windows on up, upper 40s, absolutely gorgeous for us. But as we get into tomorrow, it's going to be a bit on the warm side. So kind of that hoodie weather, maybe that light jacket at night. And then during the day, you kind of take that all on off. So we're going to be talking about temperatures near 80 degrees. By the way, our average latest 80-degree temperature for us here in Denver, our average last 80-degree temperature, I should say, is on October the 11th. So it's not that unusual for us to get up into the low 80s this time of year. First, second week of October, it happens, and increasingly so, but we'll be there for your day tomorrow. We could get there for your day today, and we could get there again later on this week. So it's going to be a pronouncedly warm week, no doubt about that. It stays warm. Winds are generally on the lighter side, and by the way, those lighter winds will help evade some of that fire danger. If those winds were a bit stronger, we'd be looking at potentially some increased fire danger with how dry it's been, how warm it will be. So a little good news there is that at least we're avoiding the fire danger with relatively light winds. Forecast highs for tomorrow, upper 70s, low 80s for us in the Eastern Plains, mountains 60s and 70s. So rinse, lather, repeat here, folks. We get into your day tomorrow. We're looking at pretty much the same weather for your day today. One little bit of difference, though, is as you look into southwestern Colorado, we do see a very weak system that's going to kind of graze us here in Colorado. The system overall is weak. We don't even get the full brunt of that. So what we're going to end up seeing is a little bit of cloud cover for us in western Colorado as we get through the day tomorrow, and then maybe some light rain showers, highest elevations, highest parts of the San Juans here, Wolf Creek Pass, Red Mountain Pass. That's where you can see a little bit of snow at those highest elevations, 10, 11,000 feet plus. Otherwise, we are looking high and dry across state for tomorrow. Wednesday, that system kind of clips us here along the front range. Those computer models, though, have been increasingly trending drier. So we're generally looking drier for your Wednesday. Maybe an isolated storm for us here in Denver. I would probably put those chances for seeing a storm here in Denver 10, maybe 20%. This is, I wouldn't cancel any sort of outdoor plans for what you're seeing here on Wednesday. You got outdoor plans on Wednesday. Keep them, you're okay. It's not until probably the end of the weekend, early next week, when we start to see some maybe more pronounced chances at seeing some storms. Until then, though, those temperatures, as I mentioned, we are running well above average for this time of year. And that is, again, going to be something that I should kind of back things up on this for a quick second. I'm going to take some of your comments, questions in a quick second. But when we're talking about temperatures like this, sunny skies, mid-70s for this long of a time period. I was kind of talking about this with Erica and Jordan on the noon show. We might get a week or two of this a year here in Denver. A full week this pronounced, that is going to be something that, again, we only get once or twice a year, where we get this long of a hot and dry stretch. And again, it's hot, but it's just generally on the nice side. So hopefully you get to enjoy it. But because of, by the way, Facebook being down, I should mention this, that I just can't see your comments and your questions on Facebook about the forecast. I know probably some of you are going to be asking about early next week. That's when we start to see those shower and storm chances work their way back into the picture, especially Sunday and Monday. So I was just taking a look at some of those comments and questions you might have. I forgot that Facebook is down, so sorry about that. As a result, I'm sorry I won't be able to take any of your comments and questions as usual for your day today. But it looks like Sunday and Monday is when you might see some of those possible showers and thunderstorms work their way back into the picture. And next week looks a little bit more active. I'll give you a little bit of a clue on that. Next week, I've been looking at some of those computer forecast models, 7 to 10, 7 to 11 days out, and it does look to be more active next week, a bit more fall-like with changing temperatures and kind of the weather all over the map. That's next week. Until then, it is very much California-like weather with those temperatures, again, generally hanging out in the 70s, maybe near 80 degrees, especially for your Tuesday. Wouldn't be surprised if Friday's also a warm day. Friday might be another day where we could see one of those late stray storms, but otherwise, again, we're looking A-OK for the next 7 days. So again, sorry I can't take your comments and questions as usual for your day today, but hopefully you've enjoyed this detailed look at your Colorado weather forecast, which is unusually and remarkably quiet. That is the main takeaway, no doubt about that. Hey, I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here for your extended weather here on 9 News Watch. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.